What's up, everybody? OGP back with you for another movie review. I'm about to go see a movie in a theater this week. Next week, Thanksgiving. We're all looking forward to that. This week, we're going to go check out this. It's a Wonderful Knife. That's what we're here to see tonight. Let's get in and check it out. Hopefully, it's good. Looks pretty good. The trailer was pretty good. But I hadn't heard anything about it before like a few days ago. That's kind of concerning, but the trailer looks good. Joel McHale and Justin Long, pretty good cast, right? So here we go. Let's check it out. I wish it was playing at my normal theater that I go to, so I had to drive a little bit further to get here, but that's okay. But this is definitely an older, more beat up, rundown theater, so I wasn't really thrilled about that. But I don't know why they're not playing it at my normal theater. So what are you gonna do? I don't know. But we're here. We're going to check it out. Let's get inside. Watch. It's a Wonderful Knife, as opposed to It's a Wonderful Life. Here we go, into the movies. There's a big crowd. Maybe a line, I don't know. Regal 12 in San Jacinto, California. This was the closest theater to me that they're playing this movie here. I'm a little bit late. Oh, lights are still on. We're good. And I'm literally the only one. Decent. Maybe we sit right here. Literally the only one in the theater. That is hilarious. I'm the only one in the theater. Literally the only one in the theater. 7:55 Sunday night. I don't think a lot of people realize that they upgraded and made these recliners here. I didn't know that until right now. So maybe that's why a lot of people are not coming to this theater anymore. And plus, it's not like stadium seating, so it's still, there's heads in front of you. But I will gladly watch a movie alone in a theater. Hell yes. So this was supposed to start at 7:55. It's like 7:58 right now. Hopefully I'm in the right theater. This theater is like old-fashioned outside, and it doesn't have like which movies are showing in each one, but I do believe it was number 5 that I came in. Weird being alone. Like, usually there's not many people, but I am alone.
2 hours later.
So bad. So... oh boy. I had hoped the theater was empty because the theater is kind of not great. Could be both. Could be both. Could be both reasons. But I have a lot of issues with this movie, and we'll go outside, either into the car or home, and talk about this for a little bit. But ooh. Why do they keep taking movies like Winnie the Pooh and things like that we are like, okay, this could be fun, turning this into a horror movie, and then they fuck it all up? Ah, fuck! Why does it have to be so bad? We're gonna have to get back to my house, and then we'll sit down and talk about this movie, because I got some opinions. Oh, holy shit. This movie's fucking bad. Oh my god. I thought it'd never end. Wow. You like that? How about them apples? My singing, probably better than that movie. Started out, like, okay, starts out with like a commercial. And, you know, kind of introducing us to the town, the mayor. We start meeting the cast, and one guy I won't spoil anything. One guy we learned to hate right off the bat. We hate him. There's a lot of very typical stuff as far as getting this horror movie going, like a Christmas horror theme movie. You've got Christmas parties, you've got tree lightings. It kind of felt like almost like a Hallmark movie for a minute. It was going okay. It was okay. It was nothing special, but it was okay. Then we get to the first kill. And that may have been the worst practical effect I have ever seen in movie history to make it to a big screen. It was so bad. And I mean, it was beyond like Winnie the Pooh, Cocaine Bear, Jeepers Creepers 4 bad. It was bad. And I'm like, wow, did that just happen? And at that point, I was very concerned about the rest of the movie. The second kill was ridiculous. And I don't want to say how, but you can easily see how they're doing this. You could see how they're doing these. Bad effects. So bad. The actors were like okay. The writing was horrible. You have a girl, like they're at a party and she's like, oh, take a picture of us. But she doesn't. She says, oh, take a photo. Who's this photo? Take a photo. Do they really say photo? It sounded so unnatural. It was unbelievable. There's two people playing a gummy toss game where they have like gummy bears and they got to throw it in the other person's mouth. Well, the person that catches them wins. They had to catch 5 of them and they won. But if you were the one throwing them, wouldn't you deliberately miss? Like, and the dude's bragging and the other person's pissed. Like, this is the stupidest insult to an audience ever. If you're playing a gummy toss, it should be 2 couples competing to get it, to get the other person to catch the gummy in their mouth. Not like one person throwing it and the other person having to catch it. Because all you got to do is like throw it directly at the ground. Oh, sorry, you lose. That was like, what? How unoriginal, like stupid writing was that? Like a writer or director, whoever decided to put that in a movie, you're stupid. You're just stupid. And then you have this douchebag who's like the brother of the mayor of the town, who's like so full of himself, and he has an OnlyFans. And he's like too good for everybody. And he's like, there's a conversation going on. And he's like walking away. And this is one of the failed jokes. He's walking away and doing like, hey, TikTok, if you want to see my dick or cock or whatever word he used, like click here. What was that? How unfunny was that? Like an attempt at being funny. Like, oh my God, hey, I'm a guy, not a girl, and I'm gonna, like, you want to see my dick? Like, look here. Yeah. Anyways, later on in the movie, it's supposed to be like a year's gone by or whatever. He's the mayor, or he's the sheriff. What? How do you become a cop and a sheriff of a whole town in a year? What? Let's talk about the facts of the movie here. It's a Wonderful Knife. Came out in 2023, obviously, this week. Rated R. I guess because of violence, the R rating, I get it. A little bit of, fake blood thrown around and a little bit of gore. Kind of violent. No nudity, nothing like that. But it's a soft R, very soft R. Yeah, starring Joel McHale and Justin Long. Some other people that I've never heard of before. Maybe they've been in other things that I've seen, but I don't know. But the cast, they were okay, but the lines, the dialogue they were given was garbage. So I don't know whether to put some of that on the scriptwriter, the director, or the cast, but some of it was just weird and awkward. It just didn't sound natural. But it says it's a comedy and a horror and a mystery. It's not really a mystery. They basically give you who the killer is, or they kind of give you who the killer is, like pretty damn early in the movie. You kind of understand what's going on. As far as a comedy, they had a lot of jokes that I'm sure the filmmakers sat there and went, oh, this is hysterical. And I'm going, are you kidding me? That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, these jokes just completely fell flat. So comedy, horror, and a mystery. Not a comedy, not a mystery. They attempted to be a comedy, but there's no mystery. Directed by Tyler McIntyre, who is known for, apparently, Tyler McIntyre was a writer. I don't know if it was the writer, but a writer for Five Nights at Freddy's, which wasn't horrible, and directed a segment of VHS 99. This director is not really known for anything big, but they got the budget to do this. I don't know how much of a budget. I can't imagine this. If I had to guess, I would say this budget should have been maybe less than $1 million. Let's see. Gross worldwide, $605,000 so far. Apparently it was supposed to release December 22nd. For whatever reason, they moved it up. But I'm not seeing a budget. Maybe they just were too embarrassed to say. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. We understand that this is a play off of It's a Wonderful Life. And in that movie, you have a person who wishes they were never born, and then they are taken out of their life, and everybody that was in their life doesn't recognize them anymore. And then their goal for the rest of the movie is to get their life back. That plays a little part of this, movie. The horror aspects and elements of it have no impact on that part at all. The killers doing their thing with or without. But it was okay. I'm not mad at that, the way they incorporated the It's a Wonderful Life kind of story there. That was okay. But the way they initiated it, the girl who the story is all about here, she's at a party, and her character name's Winnie. She's at a party, and she finds out her boyfriend's cheating on her with another girl, and it's like, she's like devastated. Then she goes out in the other room, and she's like looking in the mirror, and like takes her little scarf, and she's like, oh my God. But it was like so like cheesy. And then she goes outside, and she's devastated again. And then she walks on this little dock, and she's having a conversation with herself. And for movies, for somebody to have a conversation with themselves, it's really hard to execute that really well. And they didn't. It was beyond cheesy, what she was saying, the way she was saying it. And then they had this stupid green screen, and it's supposed to be like the Northern Lights. And you're seeing this, and you're going like, oh my God, like I could make a better green screen effect in my house. Like I really could. This was horrible. And they're doing the Northern Lights and stuff. It was so bad. So she has this, conversation with herself. And then the next morning, her life is taken away from her, and she's trying to convince everybody who she is, and they're not believing it, just like It's a Wonderful Life. And the story goes on from there. And I don't want to spoil it, so, I won't. But really, I don't recommend you waste your time with this. This is trash. It was so trash. I really was fighting myself not to walk out of the theater. I really wanted to. I was like, this movie sucks. I need to get out of here. But I stuck it out for you. Just for you. I stuck it out and watched till the end. If you go, there's no post-credit scene or anything. It ended up the way I thought it was going to end up. And I don't know. There was no shocker, really. The person, the bad guy in this, if you've seen the trailer, you would recognize that they have the killer in this kind of looks like Ghostface, but all white. Or like if they crossed Ghostface with Squid Game, and it was just like a plain flat mask kind of thing with an outfit that looked like Ghostface, but it was all white. It was stupid, and it was supposed to be like to match the tree topper in town or something. Stupid costume, stupid killer that really they tried to make kind of like Scream, where this killer was a badass and then clumsy. And you were able to kick his ass, and but then he was able to get up and come back and get you. So the killer, I mean, they totally ripped off Scream with that. There was a couple different things that they ripped off Scream, and obviously that they're fans of Scream because one of the main actresses in the movie, the character's name is Gale Prescott. Yep, they went there. Gale Prescott. I'm going to rate this movie. I guess I'm going to rate it. That's what I do. There were some shots that were kind of cool looking. Most of it looked bad. And aerial shots, like with drones, it looked like it was a snow globe kind of town. I don't know if that was intended. If it was intended, it was kind of cool. But I couldn't make it out. Was it like, were we going heavy CG or what was the deal with that? I don't know. But some of the shots and stuff were okay. Part of it felt like a Hallmark movie. Part of it felt like a ripoff of Scream. They were trying to incorporate bits of too many different movies, like Scream or Hallmark movies or different things. And even Big, I felt like at a point it was like, It's a Wonderful Life, but we're kind of going the Big route and stuff. And it just, they tried to do too much with it, and it just didn't work. I think maybe if they just kind of followed the It's a Wonderful Life and had a killer instead of I felt like the director was going like, oh, it'd be cool if we did this, or it'd be cool if we did that, or maybe a cast member was like, ooh, we should do this, and the director's like, you know what, that's a great idea, let's do it. It felt kind of half-assed put together. But there were some shots that I was like, that's a horrible shot. There were some shots that I'm like, I don't know if it's out of focus, but it's kind of grainy. It was not very well put together. Probably the coolest thing about the movie was there was a song in the movie, like at a party or something, and they were singing like either like holy shit it's Christmas, and it was like a rock song, and it was kind of funny, either like holy shit it's Christmas or holy fuck it's Christmas, something like that, something along those lines. That was kind of funny because the holy, it was kind of funny. But other than that song, I didn't even laugh at the song, but I didn't laugh at all during the movie. And it's supposed to be kind of a comedy. I was pretty frustrated. None of the kills were cool. There was one kill that takes place like outside, and then you see inside a window, and then you're outside the window again and stuff. That was kind of a cool sequence of shots right there that they did. But I've seen that before, and I'm not going to talk about where I've seen that before because I just don't want to spoil stuff, but I've seen that before in different movies. So it wasn't original or unique, but it was still, they executed that sequence pretty well. Blood spraying on the window and stuff. But yeah, rating it, I'm giving it like a 3 out of 10. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. It could have been worse. Thank God it's not a sequel to anything. It was better than Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It was better than Jeepers Creepers Reborn, but not by much. It was pretty damn bad. And IMDb has it at a 5.6 out of 10, but that's only 461 ratings as we speak. So as it gets up into the thousands and 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 ratings, I think it's going to drop dramatically. My guess is this will probably wind up closer to a 3 than a 6. It's just not good. IMDb has it at a 56, which is funny because a 5.6 and a 56, that's an identical score. But that's only 48 reviews from their experts. Audience has a 60%, but that's only 50 or fewer than 50. So give it some time. With only $600,000 in revenue so far, not many people have seen this movie. It wasn't a wide release because the normal theater that I go to didn't even have it playing. So I guess you had to go find it. It is a Shudder film. It said it was only available in the theater, so I was like, I'm going to go to the theater. I'm going to check it out. But I regret it. I should have waited to watch it when it hits streaming. It was a waste of time. So yeah, 3 out of 10. And that might be kind of high. It might be worse than that, but 3 out of 10. Don't go watch it. Don't spend money on it. if you want to torture yourself at some point, watch it streaming. Don't spend money on it. Don't do yourself the favor. Don't spend money on it. And what's up with this? What is up with this? I go in, okay, and I know I'm not exactly a spring chicken, but I go into the theater, purchase a ticket because it wasn't at my normal theater. I just bought the ticket at the counter. The girl sold me a senior citizen's ticket. I know I got some grays. And I know she's like young, probably a teenager. Do I look like a damn senior citizen? I'm not a senior citizen. I'm like far from a senior citizen. I'm not close to being a senior citizen. Was she being nice? That's what I gotta hope. That's what I gotta hope. Hope she's being nice. Because if not, F you, chick at the counter at the Regal Cinemas for giving me the seniors. Like, hey, it was a discount. That's great. I guess I should be grateful, but it was like $1.50 or something that I saved. But do I really look like a senior citizen? If you answered yes to that, F you too. No, I'm kidding. No. The grays are coming in. I should dye them. I should go like all Fat Samurai and make them red. Should I do like a red mohawk and red beard here or something? I should do that. Anyways, that's it. That's it. We're done with this movie. I'm going to forget that I ever watched it. I'm not going to buy it. It's not going to be part of my collection. I don't need this in my life. Don't waste your time. That's my recommendation. Go watch Krampus. You want to see a Christmas movie? There's a million good Christmas movies. This is not one of them. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. And check me out on the next one. Monday nights. That's what we do. Monday nights. Going to do it. This coming Monday, I think we're going to go live at 7 o'clock again. Last Monday we did 7 and I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was very nice. What do you think about the tree? The Christmas tree is very nice. We've got a Christmas tree out there. It's so nice. It's Christmas time now. Halloween is over. Although we still got Mr. Jack over here, Mr. O'Lantern, hanging out with us. But we got a little Christmas tree action going on right here. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? You got a problem? You got a problem with Christmas decorations going up too early? You can suck it.